Now what's going on? Oh jeez, not this nerd.
Vaughn! Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
Kites?
1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
So now we gotta play as this dork. And we gotta fight some rats. Vaughn, level 1. He sucks. He does have steal, though. Steal from one foe. So I guess that's not completely terrible. Use the equip command to modify a character's equipment. Use optimize to automatically equip the best equipment available. So he's got a dagger, because he's a pool expert. Leather cap, leather clothing. I got a dagger. Do. Inventory steal. I got 5 potions. You know how it is. So it's a good idea to steal from these rats, dire rats, to get some extra stuff. Firestone. Firestone. So we're basically hunting rats. We got a firestone, a stone infused with the power of fire. It looks like an ordinary stone, but is faintly warm to the touch. So that's considered loot. You typically sell that. Steal. Couldn't steal. Rat pellet. Ow.
Yeah.
Defeated. We got a rat pellet. An easily torn yet very pliable small pellet. These are suited to a variety of uses, but fetch a low price due to their ready availability. That's exciting. There's another rat. Couldn't steal. That's just a sad state of affairs. Rat pellet. Do. I'm killing rats.
Wow, Vaughn, you got them all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Nah. Do. The Royal City of Rabanastre, and it's not even a raid. You're 706 Old Valendian. I just saw a bonga. 2 years after the fall of Dalmasca.
Huh? What'd you say? Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
They're being assholes and such.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you going, Churl? What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy!
Nah.
Get out the way. Oh.
A bonga got in the way. Denied.
What?
How's it going?
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Penello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
It's an airship.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own.
No,
I'll be
you
a sky pirate,
won't.
free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Okay. Your location map often bears a mark showing your destination. Consult the map when you are unsure of where to go next. What could Miguelo want? Better go see him at his shop. Dun dun dun. World map has been added to the party menu. Yeah, so the game tries to depict Vaughn as the main character, but he's really not. More on that later, though. So, let's see, we got some firestones, pelts, and whatever, and Jesus, and... Select a location map to examine from the map of Ivalice. The world map lets you view places you have previously visited. Purchase maps to see unexplored areas. So there's a Rabanastre, Garamsith Waterway, which is where we were fighting the rats, then Nalbina Fortress, which is where Rex was. Nalbina Fortress. Do-do-do. Garamsith Waterway. We'll be going back there later. Rabanastre, Lowtown. We haven't even been there yet. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Alrighty then. So, we want to check things out here. This is a pretty big place, so, you know, there's some stuff happening and whatever. Do-do-do. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Alright. How you doing, sir? Doing alright? So, you can only talk to certain NPCs, not like this idiot. You getting into trouble with the Imperials again, Vaughn? Well, try and be careful. If not for your own sake, then for Miguelo's and Penello's, okay? Quiet down, sir. Starting to piss me off. How you doing? You can make the map big. I do like how you can do that. Meh! You could increase the speed. That's funny. Lonely boy. There sure are a lot of Imperials out today. They think they're so great, but I hate them. That's too bad. So essentially we want to head to Miguelo's place, which you can't really get anywhere else because a lot of the exits are currently blocked. But you can kind of look around. I should probably make myself scarce right about now. Probably. Do 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 do. Rabanastre. Hey, mister, you want to hear about the history of Rabanastre? It won't cost you much. What? I gotta eat too, you know. Let's see, 1 gil ought to do it. Okay. I paid a gil. Okay, so 2 years back, Rabanastre lost the war with the Empire. That's when all the guards came and made us live under the city. The Empire has one person who runs the city and everything. He's called a consul. The new consul's coming today. That's why there's so many guards. Kinda short, huh? Don't worry. I'll try and find some new things to add for next time. Alright. Do 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 do. You can cut the tension with a knife out here on the streets today. Guards at every corner. I can hardly stand it. If anyone asks, I said nothing. Nothing. Understood? Yeah. Hey there, Mr. Bonga. I was just down at Miguelo's Sundries. That Miguelo's coming and going, so I'm half afraid he's gonna wear the door off its hinges. Okay. Wistful Bonga. Only been 2 years since Princess Ash took her own life, but it seems like Rabanastre's been in the Empire forever. Not that I'm complaining. Ho-ho. Vexed father. They've closed all the stairs to Lowtown. Can you believe that? I don't care how important today is. This is absurd. Yeah, well. No traffic in or out of Lowtown until the Lord Consul assumes his post. No exceptions. No outside resources. Close it. And here's a Sikh. That Miguelo's made quite a name for himself, what with the sundry shop of his and all. There's one bonga a fellow could take after. Yeah, well. As long as it's not Newfie, we're all good. Step back now. I haven't finished interrogating these two yet. Interrogating them for what? Ugri's magics. I really should go see Miguelo first. Jome. Oh, Vaughn, how you doing? Lots of people out today. Though I may try out some of those tricks you showed me. Oh, wow. Do-do-do. Freaking Jome. Do-do-do-do-do. See, we want to go. We want to go south to Miguelo's, but see if there's anything going on over here. Dun-da-dum. Baton's techniques. But it won't let you go there. It pretty much won't let you go anywhere. Right now. It's another Sikh. He's got stuff written on his chest for some reason. Looks like a smiley face. Innocently walking past the Sansi I was, when a sudden thirst seized me, but I ain't a-going in. Gotta save my gill. Okay. The Sansi. Not quite the Waking Sands, but what you gonna do? Somebody's passed out over here. Had a little too much adult beverage, I'm sure. Vanello! Miguelo seemed like he was in a hurry. He's probably still at the shop. Better not keep him waiting too long. Yeah, well. He can wait. I really should go see Mugello first. Yeah, so just like FF14, when there's a screen transition, they have these little, like, lines. I've always kind of liked that, because then you can kind of tell, like, if you're going to transition to a different screen or not. So, I've always liked that. Out of the way, sir. Out of ammo, sir. That's actually nothing. Kind of looks like it's something, but it's nothing. Oh, it's the wistful Bonga. Nobody cares about you, sir. How you doing? Mugello? Feeding the new console? Mugello this, Mugello that. It's all I ever hear these days. Chill out, sir. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Dun 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 dun. Town gossip. There's a nervous energy running through the whole city today. With the new console coming, I suppose it's to be expected. Quiet down, Miss Thing. It's a Moogle! Yeah, Moogles have kind of a different look in this game. They're typically depicted as, like, engineers. So, that's kind of a thing. Hanamis is protectives. I can't go there. And it sucks. Amal's weaponry. Obviously all of the different kinds of shops. Buko. Everyone sure seems busy today. You, Kites, Pinello. Me? Don't worry, I've got my own work to keep me busy. I'm gonna be so rich that, I know, I'll be rich enough to buy an airship. You can ride it any time you want, Vaughn. Have fun with that. Amal's weaponry. In the market for a weapon, look no further. Whether novice or knight, Amal knows just what you need, even if you don't. Uh-huh. Freaking Amal. He's a little bastard as far as I'm concerned. Uh-oh.
Vaughn, I was waiting.
Pinello said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too. Bah. I can't leave my shop and knife Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Yes, I will. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. How you doing, Mr. Bonga? My friend here says there are 14,264 cobblestones in the southern plaza around the corner, not including the tiles in the fountain. But even with the stones by the city gates, of course he could be counting the flagstones, too. That would be another matter altogether. Boy, they must be really bored if they're just counting freaking cobblestones on the floor. How you doing? Do anything suspicious, we'll lock you up so fast your head'll spin. Don't think we'll let you off 'cause you're young, neither. Wow. These guys are assholes, I'm telling ya. It's ridiculous. Mugello Sundries. Newly refurbished and open for business. Everything's changed, except our low prices. Heh. Came to the East End to do some shopping, but there's so many shops, I don't know where to begin. Oh well. Pepperoni referee style, so that's something. We can go in! It's pretty awesome, kite style. There's people in here and such. Always provide for a supply of restoratives before starting a journey abroad. A potion's ability to instantly rejuvenate health is priceless. Yeah, wouldn't you know it? I was hoping to come across a bargain or two in honor of the new console's arrival, but no such luck. That's too bad. Magello! Well, have you found kites yet? Bah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with a lot of you. Oh, I'm grateful for your help. You work hard when you want to, but lately you don't seem to want to, do you? What was it that set me off complaining? Ah, yes, kites. Go find kites. He should be at the Sand Sea. Hurry now, time's a-wastin'. Pray tell, return to the Sand Sea. Oh, yeah. Dun, da, da, da. Always have more of a thing on hand than you plan to use. That's my philosophy. Better than running out of something when you really need it. Well, yeah. I don't know if it's because of the console or not, but things are just a little too on edge around here for my liking. If he thinks tightening his grip on the city will help, he's got another thing coming. People will only resent him the more. Ain't that the truth? Shop clerk. Welcome to Magello Sundries. How might I be of service? We can shop. You can buy onion arrows and onion shot, which is like the basic equipment, and eye drops and potions. But we don't really want to worry about that nonsense. 'Cause it's nonsense, didn't you know? Stand-up adventure style. So now, a bunch of the exits become available. So you can kind of go check out things and all that kind of stuff. You can go into the weapon shop now. How you doing, Mr. Bonga? Hanging out? Some weapons are good for range, some strike quickly. Find a weapon that suits your needs and stick with that. Hey. Sure, we call them all monsters, but not all are created equal. Plenty will keep to their business if you keep to yours. Of course, if you go pick in a fight, don't be surprised if they fight back. Yeah, so much like in FF14, some enemies aren't really hostile unless you attack them. So that's a thing. Don't mind me, boy, just inspecting the weapons. Had to be sure nothing inappropriate is making its way to the average citizen, am I right? Yeah, you don't want to sell average citizens bazookas. Can't do that on television. Can't even do that on the military network. Novice adventurer. So many weapons, so little gil. Yeah, well, wise Moogle.
Fish! What about all those pelts and fangs from the monsters you've killed? You know, the loot, Kupo. That's worth plenty of gil.
I know, but it seems like such a waste to just sell it all.
Nonsense, you're only making things harder for yourself, Kupo. Why line your purse with loot when you could line it with gil instead? But there's more to it than that. The more loot you sell, the more bizarre goods you're likely to come across. Bizarre goods can be anything from sets of items at discounted prices to rare pieces of equipment you won't see anywhere else, Kupo.
Yeah, so enemies typically don't drop money in this game. Instead they drop loot, so that's your main source of money is selling loot. Plus, if you sell certain loot, you'll end up getting like bonus items to buy and such. Might I interest the young master in some weapons? So we got a bunch of different weapons, none of which we can afford right now. So the interesting thing about this game is any character can equip like any kind of equipment and weapon, so you can kind of have each character however you want them. So we got daggers, axes, one-handed axes, guns, bows, poles, spears, katanas, swords. We don't really want to worry about that yet, though. Ben, Tim, Joss, Dawson, Brett, and Mr. Steiner. Oh boy. 3 hours to 2 hours. Dun, 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 dun. Aha. Peace of body and mind. That's what you get when you buy quality armor. Step inside and allow us to outfit you from head to toe. Don't mind if I do. I wonder what Mr. Steiner's known for. Journeyman. Gotta have proper protection before striking out looking for a stand-up adventure. Be sure to pick armor that's right for you. That means finding a piece you have the license to equip. Having armor you can't wear is no better than having no armor at all. Oh wow. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, licenses will come into play before long. I'm hoping this new console can really make things better in Rabanastre. I'm ready to put war and suffering behind me, Hasty Stephen style. Bum ba bum. Lively Bonga. Woman asked me for some advice on choosing the right piece of armor. Thought I'd give her the lecture. Oh, not the lecture. Oh boy. She's gonna be there for a while. We've many fine armors to choose from. If you see a piece you like, there's no time to buy like the present. So we got different armor. Have it. We could buy some lighter armor, but we don't really need to do that. Leather shield, which would be better, but we don't have the money for it. Because we're broke sons of bitches. Aw, yeah. But you don't really need to worry about buying anything just yet. Do-do-do. Okay, calm down. Do-do-do-do-do. Parties interested in the working of magics inquire within. Those seeking disquisition on the concoction of love philtries look elsewhere. Okay. You grease magics. There's really nothing unique about Mr. Steiner. What a loser. Ernest Seek. As I understands it, walking around can restore spent magical energies, but I can't for the life of me understand why. Magix is a fickle mistress. Yeah, so just kind of waiting around you can recover MP. So that's kind of a thing. Things certainly are bustling over at Miguelo's. I hear he's in charge of preparations over the console's feet. He's gonna get a lot of preparation age going on. Hey, if you plan to dabble in magic, you'll need to be wary of elementals. They won't normally bother you, but they're sensitive to magics, much like an FF14. Imagine that. When they sense the working of magics nearby, they react by attacking the caster with magics of their own, and they're frightfully powerful. Unlike in FF14. In this game, elementals are usually more powerful than the other enemies that are around. I'm sorry, we're still getting the shop in order. Please call again soon. But I don't have a phone. I'm just a homeless kid, you know. Greg better stick around. He's like the best one. That'd be sad if there was no more Greg. Do 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 do. So that's where we need to go, but we're gonna see if there's anything we can check out first. Techniques for all occasions, for the discerning warrior who trusts to his own body and mind rather than a smithy's lifeless steel. Bum ba bum. There's a Moogle who's just hanging out on the shelf. Wonder if someone will try to buy it. Techniques are skills that let you do things no magics can. Stealing treasure from your foes. Staunching wounds. You should give them a try. I do have steal, which is one of the most important techniques in the game, obviously. When it comes to techniques, no adventurer worth his salt would leave home without Libra. If you plan on fighting monsters, it's a must. Libra lets you see how tough your foe is before you fight, so you can decide if you're an even match. It'll also show you a foe's weakness. But it won't work on every monster out there. Particularly difficult foes are immune to Libra, and there is another secret as well. There is actually a mod that allows you to bypass Libra immunity. But it's not really that important or anything, it's just something. Still learning your way around the battlefield, it can help to set goals for yourself. Say, going from hunting rats to wolves. And if you really want to set your sights high, you should pay a visit to the notice board over in the Sand Sea. Yeah, we'll be getting to hunting marks, that's a big part of the game. I'm really looking forward to the parade for the new console. If they're going to all this trouble, he must really be someone important. I am Baton, and this is my technique shop. We're still preparing for today's business. Why don't you come back in a while? We can't shop here. And it's all West Ham Sandwich's fault. Because he had to egg their windows, so they're still cleaning it off. Rat bastard. So we can go this way now. Not really anything you can do over here yet, but you can kind of look around. See what's going on. Helpful man. Why are you so helpful, sir? Such a grand city. Why, even the locals must need a map to find their way. Go ahead, look at your map. There's no shame in it. You get a public shaming for looking at your map, apparently. All traffic with Lowtown is suspended until the new console reaches the palace. There's another like elevator down to Lowtown, but we can't go there right now because reasons. Yamora's gambits. Oh, we'll get into gambits. I forgot about those. A mind without instruction can no more bear fruit than can a field without cultivation. It's a gambit shop. Gambits won't come into play until you have multiple characters in your party. Greenhorn. This is my first time in Yamora's. I thought it was time I learned what all the fuss was about. Gotta say, I'm a bit nervous. That's too bad. Just try not to wet yourself. Lord Vane. Looks like you've wandered into the gambit shop by mistake, boy. A great tool for leading a party of stand-up adventurers, which I can't help see that you lack. See, with a good set of gambits, you don't have to shout out instructions left and right in a battle. First you need a party, though. Adept adventurer. I walk the way of the gambit. See me out when the way is open to you. I will lead you down its path. No, you won't. No, you're not. You're third, you idiot. Sorry, still getting the shop in order. It'll be a while yet, so you may want to try back later. Yeah, well, that's just the way it is, dude. Greg Sharp style. Tough night. The most important thing in a fight, a level head on your shoulders. Beasts great and small roam abroad. Be sure you know which you face before charging into battle. Okay. I guess so. Do-do, do-do-do. Ooh, we got an open area over here. How you doing? Rabanastre? He's not wearing a t-shirt. You! Passage! Oh, Vaughn, it's you. Even 2 years later, sometimes I look at you and see Rex. Rex. Who was the character that we played as in the prologue? If you recall. You know, because it was just a few minutes ago. Ribby! Can't turn around without running into an Imperial today. Times like this, it's best to just keep your head down and stay out of trouble. And apparently walk around shirtless. I mean, the city is in a desert, so I guess it makes sense. First the parade, then the feat. This consul must be an important man. He's nothing special. Do. No loitering. Can't keep watch with the likes of you standing around. We're under strict orders to arrest suspicious characters, boy. Who's ready to go to jail? I know I am. Dispirited woman. I haven't the slightest interest in this imperial parade. It'll only remind me of the princess's wedding to Prince Rossler. I didn't have the clearest view of them then, but I could tell how happy they were. If only things had turned out differently. Yeah, well. There are those who care little for the Empire. No doubt they are the reason behind the show of Imperial force today. It is kind of interesting this is also the first Final Fantasy to not have random battles, since you see, like, the enemies on screen. And the first one to have more of an open world. Which is cool. We're on heightened watch until the consule's inauguration ceremony is complete. Parts of the city are off limits for the duration. Yeah. There's the palace, but we can't get into it. Obviously. Don't worry, lad. I know the watch has been a bit rough today, but things should get back to normal soon enough once the parade is over. Well, that guy actually didn't seem like an a-hole. What do you know? Traveler. Isn't Rabanastre marvelous? Fascinating in ways wholly different from Arcades. I've even taken to the local fashion. Okay. You mean being shirtless? They're locking the city down tight, which suits me fine. I'm happy to stay right here. Don't believe me? Head down to the gates and see for yourself. Okay. They're holding a banquet over in the palace after the parade is over. Delicacies and delectables the likes of us will never taste, boy. I don't know. I think I'll get to taste them at some point. How much you want to bet? Not now, boy. I'm on duty. Peddle your wares elsewhere, eh? Because he's apparently Canadian. UPRC style. Conspicuous bonga. You want in? Out with it, then. Ha! You don't even have one. You'll no be getting in without, boy. Off with you. Okay. Apparently we're not allowed to go in here, whatever this is. The door is firmly shut. We're not allowed to open it. Bungling Hunter. Listen, Cheryl, you get into trouble, do it proper, like. Make a name for yourself. I want the bounty on your head to be worth the trouble. Harr! Okay. Fun times. Do-do-do. I hear there's a resistance group planning something against the Imperials, but if you ask me, things aren't so bad the way they are now. It could be worse. They could just go around murdering everybody, making them listen to freaking Photograph. I was just out for a little stroll, and these Imperials yell at me for no reason at all. Is such a heavy guard needed for the consul's arrival? Apparently so. That's a fun way to cover some ground. I do hope the parade drums up some business. I've just come from the bazaar, but I can scarcely afford a thing. I want to go to the bazaar. Move through bazaar. Oh yeah. Bum ba dum bum bum. Swarthy Bonga. You'll never know it to look at me, but I used to be a sky pirate. I worked and worked and finally had enough money to buy me a beaten-up old airship. Nothing up to then had put a bigger smile on me face, huh? Okay. Hey kid, how you doing? Troubled woman. I saw you pick the pouch of that Imperial. I won't judge you for doing what you must, but you're asking for trouble. Rex would tell you the same. Yes, he would. And he'd kick my ass. That's just the way it would have to be. Patient Bonga. The Imperials sealed off all the gates leading out of the city. It put my friend here in a foul mood. He won't shut up about it. He's salty now. He may even throw a controller. You never know. It could happen. Do-do-do. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, right, okay. The map was kind of getting me all confused. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know. I reckon this is one of the best views down into Lowtown you'll find from the city streets. Oh, yeah? So Lowtown is pretty much like the slums. We'll be going there at some point, I'm sure. Merchant! Heh, up to your usual work, boy. The Watch are out in force today. Best not try your luck. You'll not be picking many pockets from a dungeon. Heh. Who's ready to go to jail? Okay, people are just hanging out, having conversations. You know how it is. Welcome to the Muthru Bazaar. Finest goods in all Rabanastre. Deals not to be missed. Cool. They're making some stuff. Looks like maybe some curry or something, I don't know. Trader. I've come across the Ester Sand to stock up on a few things. Always find the most unusual goods here in the Muthru Bazaar. A merchant's paradise. Speaking of the Ester Sand, I'm lucky I made it through when I did. Some red-painted beastie's been causing trouble. I might have been killed. Probably. Spices. Authentic Bancor spices. What do you say, care for a pinch or two? Nah, it's okay. Gatsley. Keep him in mind for later. Business has been slow these days. I've been looking for something new to sell, you know. Try and turn things around. If I don't come up with something soon, I may have to close shop. I've no time to be worrying about parades and banquets. Times are tough, man. The Imperials give us leave to manage the bazaar with some measure of freedom. It's in their own interest, really. Without places like this for people to let off steam, tension would boil over onto the streets. Indeed they would. Mysterious merchant. Heh, have all sorts of goodies for sale, lad. Heh, but none for you. Ha, members only here. And I'm not a member, because I'm just a pool expert. Miguelo played his hand well. Not everyone is lucky enough to be the provisioner for the consul's feet. I've got some catching up to do. And some mustarding up to do. I never imagined Rabanastre to be so delightful. A bustling center of trade and commerce with just a hint of the exotic. That's exciting. Headhunter. Hey there, boy. Got the lowdown on any good marks to be hunting? Haven't had a chance to check the board over in the Sandsea today. Well, it's not that far. Just walk over there, sir. You old bastard. Busy messenger. I'm running an errand for the boss. Why go straight back, though, when I can take my time? Sometimes I do it just to annoy him. Heh. Just to make him salty. I've heard mention of some easy way to move around the city, but whatever it is, it's closed on account of the heavy guard for the ceremony. That's too bad. Rex's friend. Keep him in mind. Hey there, Vaughn. Glad to see you're all right. You may want to think twice before picking any more Imperial pockets, though. You were always raising some kind of trouble. I remember Rex was always fussing at you about one thing or the other. Ah, those were the days. Not many Imperials around here, just the way I likes it. Always walking about like their night soil smells better than the rest of ours. The Knights of Dalmasca, they knew how to treat a person with respect. Apparently so. So that's everything over here. Not a whole lot going on, just people hanging out. Do 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 do. Bum ba bum. I always want to jump over that because that's what I always do in FF14. But you can't jump in this game, so it's like, ah! Watch your purse if you're headed down to the bazaar. The place is thick with thieves. I suppose you know all about that, though. Ha ha. Yeah, well, I do my best and such. Couple of guards were after someone, but looks like they gave up and went back to their post. Maybe the parade's starting soon. They quit like Vegastar. You hate to see it happen, but that's how it is, man. That is how it is. So here's back where we started. But I think we can actually go... I'm not sure if you can go down this way yet. But we can try. Do 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 do. None of my business, I know, but Miguelo did ask you to go to the Sand Sea, didn't he? It's just that it's not that way, so... Oh, never mind me. I guess you can go this way now. I didn't think you could, but... You know. Do 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 do. Kind of look around over here. Oh, there's a nice little area. Looks like a nice place to hang out. How you doing? The south and west gates are closed. If you've business outside the city, show her right at the east gate. And be quick, she'll be closed soon. I don't have one. Yet. Do you always talk to strangers this way? Best learn to mind your place, churl. Oh, you little bastard. I'll be back for you later, sir. This gate's already closed. I bloody hate dealing with crowds. That's too bad. It's getting on for 2 years Dalmasca's been a province of the Empire. You'd think people would learn to accept it, but you'd be wrong. Very, very wrong. Gate's closed until the consul's appointment ceremony is over. So we can't go through there right now. It's sad, but that's how it is, dude. Can't do nothing about it. Do do do. Not long before the consul's appointment ceremony begins, the south and west gates have been closed as part of the heightened watch. That's too bad. What's this? No one passes through the gate without papers, boy. Off with ya. Off with your head and such. Can we go down here? His Excellency the Consul is worried the heightened watch will make the small folk uneasy. Be thankful he's such a considerate man. I'll be sure to do that. South gate's closed, boy. Move along now. Close it! Do-do-do-do-do. Bum bum bum. Alright, let's go to the Sand Sea.